Hi, you guys, and welcome back to another Friday vlog edition. I hope you guys had a wonderful week, and I hope that your 2024 is going well so far. I came on here just to give you guys an update as far as cord cutting ritual that I posted for you all. And I know in that video I mentioned that the person who I was basically to separate myself from was someone who I recently found out is now married. Well, not recently. I found out on my birthday basically that this person was married, but it was like I had been dealing with this person off and on, like relationships, out of relationship, out of relationships for like the past 10 years. So it's like when I found out on my birthday that he was married and stuff like that, it's like, of course, I felt a little bit, a certain type of way and stuff, because I just felt like, okay, like all of the things that I wanted you to give me, you're now giving to someone else, basically. Like you're giving them this, you're giving them the marriage and different things like that. And it's like I talked to my friend about it, and she was just like, well, you really don't know, how their marriage is and how things are behind closed doors. You only know of what you've been told, basically, is that he's married, but you don't know exactly if it's a good marriage or if they're happy, different things like that. And so when I did I did the cord cutting ritual last week, right? And I don't know if I'm being tested by spirit or not, but it's like I just did some footage from the Martin Luther King Jr. event that I went to, and it just so happens to turn out, it's like while I was walking around like recording and doing footage for you guys, I hadn't even noticed that I had like walked right past them until I turned around and realized like, oh, wait a minute, that person looks familiar and stuff. And it's like, there he was. It was like he was there, he was holding hands with his wife. They didn't see me. When that happened, it just kind of took me back for a minute, like, wow. It's like, you know how you hear information about other people who you care about, and then to actually see it in person, it's kind of like a realization thing. And I thought to myself, like, wow, like I literally just did this ritual, this cord cutting ritual, basically to cut this person off. And it's like days later, I see them and their wife, who they're with, at a public event. I'll say I was upset. Not at first, though. It's like I went through a whole spill of emotions. Like at first I was shocked. Then I was like, okay, let me just hit, I had to text my friend real quick, like, girl, I just saw, da, da, da. I went through like so many different emotions just within that day. It was like I was upset, then I was angry, then I was jealous, and then I was sad, and then I was crying and different things like that. It's like everything just completely spilled out of me within that day. And it's like I even thought about it when I went to bed that night. And so I looked at it basically in terms of like, okay, I did the ritual to cut this person off, and I feel like spirit basically put me in a situation to make sure that's exactly what I'm doing. You want to cut ties with this person, so I'm gonna put you in a situation that will make you definitely be like, okay, I need to cut ties with this person. And that's why I had mentioned in my tutorial, basically, like, you want to make sure that when you do this ritual, that this is somebody that you really want to cut off, because I feel like in my situation, spirit may test you just to see like, okay, is this really what you want, or are you just talking, different things like that. So of course, no, I'm not going to go back and try and get with him or anything, because of course he's married. But it just took me back to be like, wow, because I hadn't seen this person in at least a good 5 months, and just to randomly see him at an event, and he was with his wife, and I had just done the cord cutting ritual, to finally let him go. It was just, I don't know, it just really took me, it took me back. Like it shocked me and stuff like that. So I wanted to get on here. I guess this is like my little testimony as far as like when you do the rituals, you want to make sure that you're serious and that this is exactly what you want. And, the universe, God, spirit may test you just to see if this is what you want. Like right now, I am feeling better about the situation, because You know, I'm the type that will sit and overthink everything. But then when I think about the relationship that him and I had, because we dated on and off at least 4 times, it was like I was never truly happy in it. And that's the realization that I had to come to in terms like in the end. Because it's like we would date, he may break up with me, then we date again, I'll break up with him. It was just really kind of toxic. Like each relationship was very toxic and it wasn't good for neither of us as far as our growth and just, you know, discovering people and loving who people are. So I told my friend I'm not going to be bitter. I'm not going to, you know, sit and mope around. I'm still going to get out. I'm still going to live my life. If a man happens to come along, yes, I do have my standards because, you know, men will try you. But I just had to share what happened with you guys just to show, you know, myself again as a example of how doing different workings can come into play in your life and stuff like that. But yeah, but while I'm here, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an update on the Toby Charm. Let's see if I can turn the camera around real quick. So here she is, you guys, and I have had, how long has it been? About 2 weeks now, almost 2.5 weeks. And I did go ahead and feed her after the first week, and I need to feed her again. It's time for me to, you know, dip her back in the whiskey and the deadly attraction oil mixture. If you're new to this, as far as what I'm showing you, basically this is the Toby Charm that is found on the Art of the Root website using the deadly attraction oil and some whiskey, and basically it gives you all the instructions as far as how to make this charm. So yeah, I'm on my 2nd week with this, and I have to say it is working, you guys. It's like it's not like a big immediate type attraction, but it's like a gradual attraction. Like things are gradually coming to me, and it's like money, it's people. Yes, this one is the one for love. I feel like everything is being attracted to me. I enjoy the attraction that this Toby Charm is giving me, but yes, I do need to go ahead and soak her in another solution because it's a new week. If you watched the video, you know my brother did his on money, and I asked him how his results have been, and he said that he's been getting like money offers, and he's a tattoo artist. So basically people have been hitting him up more often now to get tattoos done, and these are people that want bigger tattoos. So of course, you know, the larger the tattoo, the more details, the more pricey it is. So he's been doing well as far as with his Toby Charm. He did say that it did break because he didn't make it exactly like how the directions said. If you saw the video, his was a little bit flimsy. So he wants to go ahead and make another one. I told him, you know, go ahead and do so. If it's working for you, you might as well go ahead and make another one. But yeah, I just wanted to give you all an update on the charm. And if you're interested, I will leave the link in the description box. My hands are so dirty. What is that all on my hands? Anyways, I will leave the link in the description box if you want to look up how to make the Toby Charm yourself, or you can just go ahead. I'll leave the link for the video itself as well in the description box. But yeah, you guys, this is Miss Toby.